Apart from this, what else we find different in our society? It can be differences in terms of languages, as we say. It can be difference in terms of clothes. It can be difference in terms of festivals or in looks, in foods, etc. So, all these differences are the fundamental cause or the basis for the diversity to occur. So, as a person living near coastal area might have predominant food like fish or rice. A person in north might have wheat. That would be a kind of staple food, or there are a kind of differences in food and looks, etc. Across the area. Now, what is important to understand is the concept of generation. Like, if a father is doing a business of pottery, his son would inherit that and would learn only that skill, and that was considered sufficient. But now, with the changing trend, the things are also changing. Apart from this, there exists caste system raised in the society, which gave rise to inequality. In order to remove this inequality, the various leaders like B.R. Ambedkar came forward and tried to build society at fair, like there were reservation of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, minorities, etc., which we will understand later in details. Well, now what a person writes. If I have given something to write, what comes to my mind first? Be different from what other person is writing. Like, let's say I have to write an essay of 2000 words on the topic of my own choice, like my childhood memories, my favorite sports, and other person can write about his favorite games, his favorite foods, and so on. So, these shows the diversity in writing, and this diversity had led to different thoughts model that evolved over the time and laid the foundation of the political science in future. Now, again, there is a very important concept called assimilation. Assimilation means integrating various things. Now, there is a concept of yes or no, whether we are assimilating culturally or not. That has to be given importance and has to be focused on. So, let's say generation back, our great grandfather might be using roads as a means of transport. That roads could be a kind of unpaved road with bullock carts, or might be with wheels that were invented. Slowly and gradually, our generation has witnessed buses, trains, aeroplanes, and so on. So, we felt changes in the means of transportation. Again, people have been moving constantly. They might move for job due to drought, might be a kind of natural disaster, you say, like flood, like drought, or whatever reason might be. There has occurred people who also move for trade. So all this movement have led to a kind of intermingling of the people. Like a person from Rajasthan is moving to West Bengal, so he is taking the culture of Rajasthan along with him. This led to the intermingling of the people. That has led to a kind of cultural assimilation among different areas. Now, a city and a countryside. Let's say here we have the city and the rural area. The city depends on the market for vegetables, fruits. On the other hand, we have rural areas where we have the production of that, where we have the production that takes place within the village itself.